Hey guys, it's me again, Bruno. Welcome to a new video. Okay guys, so I'm outside, chilling. I'm at my new spot. You see the tropical environment just behind me. I'm having a sunbathe. The sun is just kissing my face. It's just great. I'm sending sun to you guys in the US, in the Midwest, with minus 40 or wherever you are. It's cold. I'm just having a great time. The weather is really nice. So I'm sending you some love and some sun. Okay, so let's start the topic. So today my topic, guys, is behind a great woman, there's also a great man. Okay, guys, so I've been thinking about this topic for a while, and I wanted to do this quick video. So all of you guys know that there's that expression, that saying that goes like, behind a great man, there's a great woman, or beside a great man, there's a great woman. And nobody really disagrees with that, especially the people. If you take, for example, someone like Barack Obama, you always hear that, yeah, without Michelle by his side, he would have never become president. We don't know that. Actually, we don't know. Maybe not. But when Barack Obama met with Michelle, he was already at Harvard. So he was going to become something. We don't know if he was going to become the first black president, but he was going to become something big. He was very intelligent. He was going to be successful. You don't just go to Harvard like that. And he was one of the great students, the best students over there. So I'm a little bit bothered by this narrative that says, I think it's a feminist agenda that says like man can become anything without women. I disagree with that. Even though I do understand that any man who's successful, of course, was helped by women, of course, by his mom, number one, and by his spouses. And if he has daughters also. So of course, a man's success, some women had to be included in that. People say like, without Coretta Scott King, Martin Luther King Jr. would have never done what he did. I'm sure she helped. I'm sure she was supportive. I'm sure she was a strong woman. But he could have done the same thing with a different woman, a different wife. Or maybe he would have done it by himself without being married. Okay? It's like you take the example of any great man, like Mahatma Gandhi, or, if you take the example, for example, a guy like Jeff Bezos, I think if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, the richest man in the world. You can't say that he would have never become the richest man in the world if he didn't marry that particular wife. And I think he's divorcing, by the way. Maybe he would have become the exact same thing with a different wife or by himself. Or maybe married with another guy. We don't know that. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't like the narrative that says like a man can become anything without his wife. I'm not against the narrative in itself because I think everybody agrees that your wife, of course, is going to help you whatever you do. Of course. She's there. She's your number one support. But I never heard like people say, yeah, this woman, and a lot of women do great things. Behind her, there's a great man. I never heard that. Behind the Queen of England, there's a great man. Or behind Merkel, the Prime Minister in Germany, there's a great man. Or, I don't know his name, I apologize, but the president in Croatia, she's a beautiful lady. I don't know her name, I don't remember. Behind her, there's a great man. We don't hear that. Why? So basically, that feminist agenda says like, okay, men can't become anything without women, but women, they do everything by themselves. And that's a narrative that I hear a lot. That's a narrative I hear a lot. So basically, we men, we can't do anything without women, but women can do everything without men. I think it's pretty strange, and I don't agree with that. Either it's both sides, or it's nobody. Okay, I don't know what you think. I'm not trying to discredit the spouses, or even if you ask the people themselves. For example, I saw yesterday on TV a guy who's he's the world champion in some bakery stuff. The first thing he said, he's a French guy. The first thing he said after winning, he said, "I credit my wife because she supports me, etc., etc." But let me ask you a question. That guy, he studied, he went to school, etc., etc., to become a baker, great baker. She did not teach him his skills. So he could have become the best baker in the world without her, or with a different wife. Or maybe he could have done the same thing married to a man or being single. So basically what I'm trying to say is that this narrative again that says man can't do anything without women, it's false. It's not true. Because we credit too much. It's like you say that Tom Brady would have never become the great football player he is without Gisele Bunstein. No, he would have become the same player. He would have had a different wife that was also going to be supportive. But I'm sure she helped a lot, and she gives him strength, she gives him encouragement. I don't disagree with that, but it should be the same way for us in this case. So, I mean, I don't know what you think. My question is, have you ever heard someone say that about a successful woman? That behind her or beside her, there's a great man? Personally, I never heard it. So, people, tell me what do you think, okay? So, this was my little message today. You guys already know. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.